So who cares for them? Well, in Liverpool there are an estimated 54,000 unpaid carers, but thanks to a scheme called Mytime, some of those unsung heroes have some good times to look forward to, as our Merseyside correspondent Andy Bonner reports.
Caring can be a round-the-clock commitment.
What would you like for your breakfast out?
Alan has learning difficulties. For the last 8 years, it's been his sister-in-law's responsibility to look after him.
He's got a great sense of humour and he's loved by everybody, and he just enjoys life to the max. But he can't be left. I'm his eyes, his ears, everything.
From first thing in the morning until last thing at night, and often overnight as well, unpaid carers take the strain off the state. Barbara accepts help to share the load, but it can be difficult.
Everything you do, before you do it, you've got to go, can I get help? So I have to plan Alan's life and then put mine into that after that. And that's the hard bit. I have to take a step back and think, actually, I'm as equally as important. Because without me being strong and looking after my health, then who's going to look after Alan? So I do think, as a carer, I have got to really take care of me.
So today Barbara's taking Alan to a daycare centre and she's going to have some time for herself.
So come in and see what you think.
It's all part of a pioneering scheme called Mytime, and today the woman behind it was checking hotels to see if they're suitable to care for the carers.
It's given the carer that time away on their own to recharge their batteries, and the hotels had said, what about a Sunday night, because it's quiet, and it did not matter to carers what night of the week it was, so I said yes.
What Hazel was asking for was really just so stupidly simple, so it's very easy for us, yes.
It means a carer and a guest can have a bed and breakfast for free.
They say, just for somebody to make me a cup of tea and ask me if I'm all right, because in their caring role, they're the ones that are making the cup of tea, they're the ones that are looking after somebody else, so for them to be looked after, that's the bit that the carers think is just amazing.
Time to catch up with Barbara now, and while she's not staying in a hotel, she is taking part in some activities, especially for carers, and she should be somewhere out there. Yes, Barbara is having fun on a powerboat. It's just one of many events for those who can't stay overnight. Does it take your mind off?
Oh yeah, because you haven't got time to think about anything, So today you're just out, sort of enjoying ourselves and really having a good time.
Mytime is also now in Wirral, Chester and Manchester, but Hazel would like it to go further and help carers across the country. Andy Bonner, ITV News, Liverpool.
Great idea.
Brilliant stuff. And Hazel, who you saw in Andy's piece there, joins us right now. Hazel, how much worse have things got for carers over, say, the last 10, 15, 20 years?
In some ways they have improved, because maybe the number of carers is increasing, but so is the awareness of caring role and what people do. I've worked for Local Solutions for 21 years and I can see a big difference in the number of people who recognise themselves as carers. In the last census in Liverpool, it was 54,000, but that's only the people that recognise themselves as carers. So you could probably double that. People say, it's my wife, it's my husband. They don't see themselves as carers.
And how difficult is it to get people to take some time off and do something else other than look after their loved one?
That's the hard bit, because they're so focused on the person that they care for, and actually just to turn around and say, and how are you? What do you want? And they don't want anything, they just want what's best for the person they care for. So it does take us drip by drip, step by step, to say, maybe just leave them for a little while, and you get some benefit. It's your health and well-being. If the carer goes down not well, it's the carer plus the cared for. So it's in best interest to look after the carer.
You can get very isolated as a carer as well, because you tend to lose touch with friends, don't you?
Yes, because very often you know what it's like, you're going out and your friends will say, do you fancy coming? You say, no, not tonight. They'll ask you again, no, not tonight. They might not ask again. So carers become very isolated. They don't have anybody else to speak to. So if they get that hour to themselves, who are they going to phone, who are they going to call? So if they come to Mytime, then they'll meet other people in a similar situation.
And how much difference can one of these experiences make to somebody?
Oh, now you've got me smiling. I love my job, and people who know that, it's very humbling. You can see the sparkle back in them. You can see them, they're saying, thank you, Hazel, just thank. And it's not, I don't want the thank you, but it's just something so small can make such a big difference to their lives.
And how difficult is it to persuade people to give free time, to give hotel rooms or,
Meals
or
or
meals or a trip
cinema,
on? Yeah,
theatre,
exactly.
I guess.
Yeah.
Well, to put it in perspective, we had 54 organisations today, and we went to do that piece, and by the time I'd parked my car and walked towards the hotel, I had 55. So people are now contacting us. We started off with the hotels, and they could not help us enough.
Because it's lovely to be able to be responsible for giving someone a great day out like that, isn't it, Hazel?
And that's the
Thank you.
innovative thing of Mytime. We couldn't do it without the hotels and all the organisations.
Fantastic.
Brilliant.
Hazel, thanks for coming in to talk to us about it.
Thank you.